welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be trying out 5 new things from Physicians Formula. I'm going to be trying out their new foundation, the new Putty primer, the new Butter Believe It mascara, the new Matte Monet or whatever it's pronounced bronzer, and the Mineral Wear Diamond Dust highlighter. So let's get to some claims. Let's start off with the foundation. So the foundation is supposed to be an ultra luxurious foundation and concealer. It is infused with a powerful blend of muru butter, Capicue butter, and Takuma butter. I'm sorry if I'm butchering this. And it's supposed to be incredibly creamy and melts into the skin with a natural, radiant, glowing complexion. It is also supposed to be a long-wearing, medium to full coverage, and weightless. So we're going to test that out. Of course, going to be trying the Putty primer. I have been wanting to try this out since I heard about its release. Everybody knows that I like the e.l.f. Putty primer, so I'm going to see if this is similar to that, if it's better, or if it's not as good. So we'll see. That, of course, is something that I'll have to also see as I try it more often, the more times I use it. But we are going to see how it works with the foundation today. The Putty primer, by the way, is supposed to be velvety smooth, ultra luxurious. It's also infused with the butter blend with the muru butter, Capicue butter, and Takuma butter. And it's supposed to kind of just blur your pores, radiantly soft, poreless complexion. So we'll see how that works. I'm also going to be trying out the new Matte Monet butter bronzer. It's supposed to be ultra luxurious and water resistant and provide a Tahitian sun-kissed look. It's supposed to be incredibly creamy and soft to where it kind of just blends right into your skin and smooths over the rest of your makeup. I'm also going to be trying out the Butter Blowout mascara. This is supposed to provide ultra luxurious, they say that a lot, full volume and length mascara. It's supposed to provide volume and length. And it also has keratin, muru butter, Capicue butter, and Takuma butter, just like the rest of the Butter Believe It line. So we'll see if this lives up to the claims it has. And then lastly, I'm going to be trying out the Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Diamond Dust. So this, I read that this was supposed to be an all-over face powder. I don't really know how because it's awfully glittery looking. But we're going to try it like a typical highlight. It's an innovative powder, and it's got a powder serum hybrid that nourishes and minimizes the appearance of pores and fine lines while melting into skin to deliver a dewy glass skin multi-dimensional finish. I'm not the biggest fan of glass skin, but we're going to be applying it like a typical highlight, so we will see how this works and if it blurs my pores and all of that stuff. Without further ado, let's see how these products work and jump into the application portion. Alright, so I look like a crazy person right now because I only have winged eyeliner on and my hair's pulled back. So let's fix this. I'm going to put the mascara on and hopefully it will be better than the Rosé All Day one that I tried in a video I did last year because I was not impressed with that one at all. So let's crack this baby open. This is supposed to be lengthening and volumizing. It's got this brush. Let me pull my sleeves up. It's a pretty hefty size mascara. So I guess let's just go ahead and jump in and see what we're working with here. Oh my gosh, it smells like coconuts. It smells like really tropical. I don't know if I want that in my mascara, but it does smell like the butter bronzer. So in case you're wondering, I actually meant to put the primer on first, but that's okay. I was gonna do that so that way I could sit for a second. So far, it's not really doing anything except for making the lashes darker. The smell is very, very strong. Just going in for another layer. It's kind of adding some volume to the first layer and a little bit of length, but nothing super impressive so far. See, on this eye, it seemed to do a little bit better. It added some length for sure. Nothing super impressive about the volume yet. I am gonna go in with another layer and see if maybe it gets a little bit better. This brush is pretty ginormous and it's got a lot of product on it. The Maybelline Sky High mascara that I tried out the other day was so impressive. So I have high expectations. And that one definitely reached them, and this one's just not really meeting my expectations. It's adding some length, but I'm not like, it's just not the same level that the Sky High mascara had, or that like my L'Oreal Lash Paradise does. All right, so I'm gonna let it sit for a second and see if maybe like applying it to like a little bit drier lashes will help build it up. So while I do that, let's bust open the Putty primer. I'm very excited about this because we all know how much I love the e.l.f. Putty primer. And this one, packaging included, looks very similar. It's got like this whole like tropical theme. I wonder if this doesn't have that smell. Kind of smells like crayons, honestly. I hate ruining such a perfectly good package, but let's just dig in and see what we're working with here. I put on my T-zone. That's what I always do with primer. It does smell very strongly of like crayons. It's almost like making my face a little bit glowier. Do we see that? I don't know if we see that. It seems to be. I don't mind that as long as it like fills in my pores. Just wanted to tell you guys what it was doing. That is the most annoying pimple ever. That came from the Morphe foundation I tried. That video is up on my channel. I'll link it in the eye down below. Spoiler alert, I did not enjoy that foundation, so I'm hoping for more from this Physicians Formula one. It's definitely not as tacky as the e.l.f. one. It's more slidey feeling, so I'm hoping that the longer it sits, the less slidey it will feel, and maybe just like a little bit tackier, because I'm fine with tacky because that'll hold on to the foundation, but I don't want it sliding all over my face. So let's revisit this and put on, I think this is the 4th layer, gosh. So let's just see here. When you pull it out, so much comes out on the brush. So it is like adding some length and volume, but almost in a spidery way, not in a way that I think is flattering or as flattering. So yeah, there is that to note. It's just not blowing my mind. We'll see if it flakes. I hope it doesn't. I have a hot date tonight. I'm going to Mexican. It's just not mind-blowing, especially since this is the 4th layer. So there is that to note. And the way it builds up volume is almost kind of spidery. All right, so there are the lashes. They do look good now, but I do have quite a bit of layers. So, and it didn't take that much on the Maybelline Sky High or on my L'Oreal Lash Paradise that I love so much. So I'm just not overly impressed with it, but we will see how it kind of wears and stuff and go from there. I also don't like that it has a fragrance, just because like I have very sensitive eyes, skin, everything on me is very sensitive. So I prefer not to have fragrance, but it's not like a deal breaker. So we'll see how this wears. This video is gonna be kind of funny because I have to keep going back and forth since of course I only have 5 products and I don't have a full face. So I'm gonna go put on my eyeshadow and then we're gonna come back and try the foundation. I put the most boring eyeshadow on. And now we're gonna try the foundation. I actually got 2 different shades. I got the shade Fair and Light. They did have like a fair light, but it looked really pinky online. And I'm very neutral, so I did not buy that. I just bought 2 different shades, and I think these will be better. I know it sounds weird, but believe me. I'm gonna put light on first and see if I'm gonna need fair, because I may not, I don't know. So let's just go ahead and put this on my palette. The consistency seems to be similar to the L'Oreal Fresh Wear. Love that foundation. The shade looks like it might work, so let's try this first, and if I don't like it, then I can add fair in there. Of course, I'm going to use my Tati Beauty Blendful, and let's just jump into this. I hope this looks good because I don't want to look silly. First time, like, I've had plans in a while, you know, I'm trying to look good. So this looks pretty good so far. I think the shade will be pretty good. It's very smooth looking. That looks really, really good. This doesn't smell like butter bronzer, I don't believe, but that looks really good. I would definitely say it's It's going over very nicely. Also, I meant to say, the primer seemed to set down just a little bit, but it's still a little bit more slidey than my e.l.f. one. So I don't know if like that's gonna cause a problem or if it's not gonna affect it at all. So we'll just see, but the foundation looks really, really nice. It's got a nice little glow to it. I like the coverage. It's got like medium coverage. So let's just continue. The foundation looks yellow on, like a little bit more yellow on camera. It does not look like that on in person. It looks very neutral. So just wanted to let you guys know that. It's maybe got like a slight scent from the like butter bronzer. I don't like that, but honestly the L'Oreal Freshwear, the one I love, smells like straight up perfume and I hate that. So I think I'd rather it smell like coconuts. Of course, I hope this doesn't like break me out or something. This is looking really, really nice. I really like the way that's smoothing over my skin. It's kind of just like blurring my imperfections and covering them. Sorry about the dog barking. I don't know why he is. That's Mac. Looks really good on my forehead too. I really like the way this is looking. Yeah, this definitely has like medium coverage. Very, very pretty. I would be totally fine leaving my skin like this, but for the video's sake, I am gonna like put on a second layer on my cheeks to see how it builds, because if it's buildable, that would be something to note. And I do think that light is a pretty good shade match for me, even though it looks a little bit more yellow on camera than it does in person. This is very, very pretty. I don't think I've actually ever tried a Physicians Formula foundation. If I have, then I don't remember it, and it wasn't for a YouTube video. Oh, this is building very, very nicely. Yeah, that looks so pretty. I really like the way this is looking. I like how it blurs my pores, but it's not super mattifying. It's definitely kind of got like a dewy finish, which I kind of was guessing because it's called Butter Believe It. So that's kind of what I was assuming. But it's just going over my skin so nicely. And it's got such a pretty finish, and it's very buildable, which is good to know if you have more to cover than some. I'm actually starting this video later in the day because Thomas and I are going on a date, and I wanted my foundation and makeup to look fresh. But I knew that we'd be up longer because it's a Friday. So I was like, it's fine, I'll just do check-ins later into the night. It's like 3 right now. Okay, so the foundation looks so good. I love the way this is looking. I think it looks just so nice, full coverage, but not like really, really heavy. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go off camera again. I'm gonna put my concealer and the rest of my makeup on, besides, of course, the bronzer, because we're gonna be trying out the new bronzer, and highlight. So I'm gonna go do that, and I will see you guys in just a second. So I have the rest of my makeup on. Everything looks so good. I really like the way everything applied over the foundation. The concealer went on really nicely over it. I used this again, the Wet n Wild Incognito. Really been liking this concealer. So now it is time for bronzer and highlight. I read that this was supposed to be an all-over highlight somewhere. I don't see how that could be the case. It's awfully gleamy looking, but we'll see what happens. So I'm going to go in with this first. Oh, weird. It doesn't smell like the butter bronzer. It smells, I can't place the smell. It smells like something very specific. But this is just in, I'm pretty sure the shade is matte bronzer. I think that's all it is. So let's take my Eco Tools bronzing brush and start smoothing this over. I'm afraid this might be a little bit orangey, but we're gonna try it anyway. So let's just, oh, very dusty. So let me get some and let's just start applying it. Ooh, I like that. That's pretty. And the other side, really pretty. It could be the slightest bit orange, I think, if you put a little bit too much on, but I just think it looks good. So, putting some on my temples and on my forehead. I like that. I think it looks really, really nice. That's good because I'm actually not the biggest fan of the butter bronzer, even though a lot of people like it. I don't like it that much. So I was kind of skeptical about that. So now let's jump into this Diamond Dust powder. I'm just gonna take this Wayne Goss brush and I'm just gonna see what we're working with. Ooh, gosh, it's like pure sparkle. I don't think I like that. Oh no. I feel like I just have like kind of glitter on my face now. It's just kind of like flecks of glitter. I don't know if you can see it, darn it. But I mean, it's, if you like the like glittery highlighter, I think you would probably like this. It's not my favorite. Put a little bit on my nose. Just seems like something maybe I would like wear as like an inner corner highlight. I'm not loving it. It's okay, but I'm not in love. All right, so this is the final look. Overall, I think everything was really, really good and looks really good together. I actually really like my makeup today, so I hope it wears well so I look good for my date. Quick rundown. The mascara, not my favorite for sure. It's okay. It's just, I don't feel like it competes with other mascaras out there. I do feel like there are other ones that perform better. So there's that. It's all right, just not my favorite. It is, however, better than the Rosé All Day one that I tried in that video. Just saying. The primer, everything went over it really, really nicely. The foundation looks really good over it. I don't know if I like it more than my e.l.f. Putty primer yet. I'll have to see, or if I like it just the same. It is a little bit more slidey. I feel like the e.l.f. one is a little bit more emollient than that one in terms of like it kind of sets down. That one I feel like if you were using a brush it could kind of like go everywhere. So I'll keep you posted on that. Foundation, you guys know, really, really liked it. Loved the finish. Everything went on top of it really nicely. And first, I just love the packaging too. I think it's so cute. The smell is kind of annoying with like the butter bronzer smell. It has medium to full coverage for sure. And I think it just like makes my skin look so smooth. So I love that. The bronzer, really strange smell, but actually I thought applied really nicely. I like it more than the butter bronzer that everybody really, really likes. So yes, I actually like that, and I don't mind the tone. I could see how it'd be a little bit warm if I went too heavy-handed, but I think that it's fine at the level I applied it. This was okay. Definitely not my favorite. I don't think it could be applied as an all-over face powder for sure, because it's got like specks of glitter in it, if you can kind of see right there. It looks all right, and I don't think like, I'm not looking at it going I hate it or anything. But the Catrice one I tried the other day, I really, really liked in comparison to this one. So I'll probably continue to use this just to use it, but I think I would use it more as like an inner corner one and just like take it on a tiny brush and use it on my inner corners of my eyes. But yeah, that is pretty much the verdict right now. So I am going to be doing a wear test. It is 3:45 right now, so it is a little bit later in the day, but like I said, I'll be wearing this into the night. So I will be doing check-ins. See you guys in the first check-in. All right, so it is 5:45. Welcome to the first check-in. My makeup is looking really good right now. I was actually looking in the mirror in the bathroom going, wow, my makeup looks really good today. I really like the foundation. Mascara looks good right now, but once again, I don't think it was worth all of those layers. But the highlight, I think looks pretty good. It's still got a little bit of glitter factor. I should have gotten a natural light shot of the highlight before it got dark, but now it's dark outside. So I'll try to get one at some angle if I can tonight. If not, I'll try to show it to you like maybe in another video in an upcoming like, you know, faves and fails or like speed reviews video or whatever. So yeah, everything's looking pretty good. I really like the bronzer, and that's pretty much what's going on. So I will see you guys in the next check-in. Hello. So it's 8:45. Welcome to the second check-in. We are back from dinner. Nothing really has changed. A little bit wore off on my nose from having to wear a mask. And so that's pretty much all that's changed, but like everything looks really good. The mascara hasn't started flaking. The foundation looks good. The bronzer looks good. The highlight is still really glittery, so I'm really not sure about that. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. Not a lot has changed. Hey Thomas. Do you like my makeup?
Yeah, it looks good.
Do you think I look pretty?
Yeah, it looks pretty.
Thanks, babe. Mac, do you like my makeup? Do you think it looks good? Okay. Hey, Bailey. No, you're just gonna ignore me? Okay. Alright, so welcome to the final check-in. It is 11:45 right now, so this makeup has been on for 8 hours. So I'm about to take it off because it's late and I'm tired. But here's what we're looking like. A little bit is fallen into the smile lines. Not too bad though, and a little bit's clinging to my dry patches. But other than that, everything is looking really good. Foundation is looking good. Mascara didn't flake. Bronzer is still there. The highlight is still there if you can kind of see it. So yeah, that is pretty much what we're looking like. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Hit the notification bell down below and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!